Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to take a look at The Crown. The guy called Peter Morgan, who's written the series. Series 5 is coming out soon. It has allegations in it, well not allegations, there's storylines within it that Prince Philip has an affair, that Prince Charles plotted with the Prime Minister to remove the Queen from being Queen. And they kind of monetize Princess Diana's death. So it's really kind of like it's a bit controversial. So I would like to have a look and see if there's anything behind it, what's going on with that particular, why they chose those storylines, things like that, see what the tarot has to say about it. But before I begin, if you're new here, hello, please consider subscribing and joining us, become one of us. If you have been for a while, thank you so much for your support. I do appreciate you guys being here. If you have joined the emotional support coven, where we have got, there is going to be, how do you say, my brain has just went blur. The emotional support coven, where we have got live chats and a free super chat a month to ask a question. That just comes automatically, and also extras behind the scenes, etc. in the emotional support coven. That's really cool. So if that's just launched, so if you want to join that, that's £2.99 a month. Pound, which is fluctuating at the minute, so I don't know how it's going to be wherever you are in the world, but it's £2.99 in the UK. It's a couple of dollars in the US. It's about $5 Australian, a bit more than $5 I think. So yeah, and there's extra readings and extra bits behind the scenes you can access as well as there's going to be a monthly giveaway across the channel, open for everyone. So yeah, so there's lots of stuff going on, so thank you very much for being here. But without further ado, we're going to look into The Crown and see what's going on. Why is the guy Peter Morgan chosen some of the storylines in season 5 that he has, and see if we can find a little bit more information out about it. Okay, so straight away, Knight of Cups. So this is a messy kind of situation, not necessarily coming in straight away with the Knight of Cups in reverse with the best of intentions. It's very Knight of Cups in reverse to me. It's very emotionally kind of manipulating, playing on your heartstrings, prone to exaggeration. Everything's a little bit wishy-washy. Nothing's ever kind of nailed down. Everything's always moving. Okay, why though? Temperance. It's all art. It's all art, darling. It's very arty-farty. It's very what makes a kind of good story. It's very creative. So these people are kind of very creative with their things, and the bearing on truth is very washy with the Knight of Cups as the starting point. So this is just very much seen as a creative kind of force rather than actual fact, which I know is what we know, but sometimes the tarot cards are just really direct, really direct. Death in reverse, change. Okay, so then maybe there's some motivation there to make a change, an unwanted change, to force around about a change of perception. Maybe they're wanting people to look at them and view things as one way, but they're getting called out in public at the minute. There's certainly a little bit of drama around their linking to the Markles and the release of their documentary series and The Crown. So yeah, it's very kind of up in the air. There's definitely a change in public opinion since the Queen's death, and that's not going to bide them very well. So there is change in the air. The Magician action. They're really pushing this through, guys. We're going to get it, whether there's not going to be any changes to it. They feel up and ready to go. They feel like they've got their stuff together. They're going to make it happen. It's going to be big. It's going to be sparkly. But with death opposing it and temperance there, it does look like there is going to be some rocky roads for them. They're not quite as all together as, yeah. So things are done quickly and things are made, decisions are made in temper, with force, not necessarily reading the room. I don't think things are going to necessarily sit well for them. With a cat hair there, with the magician being there, with the swords being there, it looks like they're rushing and pushing for this. However, well, it's saying it's all arty and, you know, with the Knight of Cups, sorry, yes, with the Knight of Cups in reverse there, and wishy-washy. This isn't something that's going to necessarily hit well. Coming up against the monarchy. Let me pull the rest of the cards. Yeah, okay. There's Princess Diana straight away. They are really going to be... There is sneaky behaviour. There is corrupt behaviour. This is going to be exposed. The stuff around Princess Diana's death, the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is going to be showing to be some very kind of corrupt behaviour is going to come straight out of it. Wheel of Fortune, it's not going to hit as well as they thought. And Justice. Okay. Are they going to face some kind of legal action from this? We have got the Seven of Swords in reverse there. There is some sneaky behaviour going on, and I do think the public are being made aware, especially with the ex-Prime Minister John Major came out and said none of this happened, this is pure fiction. But they're dealing with people's lives here, and they're going to come across the Hierophant soon. The Queen of Cups in reverse is going to be the undoing, because there is something about justice surrounding that story. With the Princess Diana, is when she comes through, it's usually upright. The Queen of Cups is very loving, caring, kind of that kind of energy, which is associated with Princess Diana. It's also associated with, it can be associated with Camilla as well. So that's interesting. They're going to necessarily bring forth a storyline with the two ladies, with Charles's two loves, and that is going to be corrupted, because we've got the Wheel of Fortune there, and it looks like things are not going to turn out well for them. This is very interesting to me, because I wasn't expecting the cards to be so specific where it's coming from. I do think that this guy's just come in there and is just creating now. He's just churning things out with the Knight of Cups in reverse. He's just making stuff up. He's making the action. He wants to do some changes in perception, but he is actually going to come up against the monarchy and up against justice. So they are going to get kind of slapped down from the look of things, just with all these reversals and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse there as well. It does look like it's going to be a bit of a slam down for them. What I'm going to do now is just have a look at what the monarchy is going to be in response to this, out of interest. I'm using these Killstar Tarot cards, and we're going to have a look at that. The ones before with the Radiant Rider-Waite. King of Pentagrams. So straight away, we've come in and we've got a picked Harry up. This is an earth sign. So the monarchy is currently looking at this and thinking Harry's got something to do with it straight away, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. They see very much, they're seeing it as very much as a reflection of Harry, as well as, so they're not necessarily separating the two, which is an interesting starting point for sure. And then we have the Empress crossing over. So they think it's Harry's mummy issues coming out. They think there's definitely some mother issues being played upon. Two minds about it. They don't know which way it's going to go. They don't know which way it's going to land and how things are going to work out. They do think there's going to be changes to things that are happening. Okay. They're not happy about it. The Five of Cups, there's definitely, they are thinking that this is coming about because of definitely some money issues. Interestingly enough, pentagrams is crossed with the Empress. The Five of Cups underneath it showing loss and regret, and the loss of value there, the loss of connection. What's leaving the situation? The Knight of Wands. So they really feel like this series and the way things have done has been done with, you've got the Knight of Cups in reverse for there. You've got the Knight of Swords coming in there, and you've got the Knight of Wands there. So they kind of see it as an action of passion, trotting on in there, a little bit showy off. But it's coming through here as kind of almost angry, going on in swashbuckling. This is very kind of salty energy coming through. They think it's done from temper. They see Harry's there as well. They think his mother issues are being played upon. That's been monetized, and they're in two minds with how it's going to land. They're in two minds of what it's going to be like, but they're regretting it. They feel regretful about the situation. With the Hierophant there, they're definitely coming up for the Crown's creators, but what's coming up for them? The Tower. Okay, this is not going to land well with the royal family. There is going to be some action with them. They're going to feel they're very kind of upset about it. This is going to be monumental for them. And it's linked in with Harry as well. So the stuff with Netflix is going to be bad. What they want is union. What they want is reconciliation. What they want is people to be together. With the Lovers there, I do feel like they're just wanting people to get on with each other rather than just fighting and all this misery. But which is sad. Five of Pentagrams. I wonder if this is the time where there's going to be a separation between them and Harry and Meghan. There is going to be further separations because of stuff that's coming out around then. I don't think the Crown, this series, is going to land well with the monarchy. I don't think that it's going to strengthen Harry and Meghan's relationship with the monarchy, with King Charles and the Prince of Wales and Princess of Wales. It's actually going to do it more damage, because there is going to be something definitely more gunning for Camilla, stuff about Harry's relationship with her maybe, and furthermore there's going to be some stuff about Princess Diana, and that is not going to sit well with William. So there is definite shutout. There is the Tower there as well. This is very interesting because I was not necessarily expecting these cards to come out so strong. It's the Moon there again. This is stuff that is underhand. There's a lot of kind of like mental illness. There is feelings of disconnection from self, disconnection from person, disconnection from your truth, your honesty. Murky waters, they are probably worried about being called cruel, they're called neglectful. This isn't necessarily the most honest card. It is going to be very upsetting. I feel definitely for King Charles. All of this stuff that's coming out, he's not going to be happy. But with the Justice card, what's next for them? Ace of Pentagrams. Okay, so next to the Justice card, so they're going to make a new start with this. There is going to be a tower, a burning away from the old, removing things. The tower is upright, and a tower is a painful card. It is the fall from grace. You're going to get bruised. You're going to get hurt. It's not something I ever want when I'm doing a reading for myself. I don't want to see that popping up, you know, because I know that there's going to be some inner work and there's going to be some tough times ahead. They are not feeling, it's not going to be a great time for them around this time when it's released. They are going to, when I say they, I'm talking like King Charles, Prince of Wales. They are going to feel like the carpet's being pulled out from under their feet. They are going to feel on the back step. It's interesting that they have got new revenue things coming through with the Justice card there and the Ace of Pentacles. It does look to me like if they are going to take legal action, usually you'd see something more like that with the sword, but this is definitely with the pentagram. There's a new start there. Usually pentagram starts of business. There's a good start, a good handle, a way of disassociating themselves with it. And the Justice card there, it seems to me that they're going to maybe, that never complain, never explain thing is actually going out the window a bit, and they are not going to feel the way around it so easily. It's interesting to me. I wasn't expecting there to be a Harry card. I know they're associated with Netflix, but I didn't think it would come through so quickly. Yeah, they are going to have it very difficult kind of time, the monarchy, around the release of this. There is shady behaviour going on. We are going to see stuff about Camilla that's going to be uncomfortable, and stuff about Princess Diana that's going to be very uncomfortable for the royal family. They just want everyone to get on. However, there is a separation, and there is probably a separation with Harry and Meghan coming up around that time, and because of this it'll instigate further things. The moon's there, the Seven of Swords is there. This shows that there has been shady behaviours around the release of this this allegedly. It's more like a hit piece than it is like a kind of docuseries in a way. That's really sad. That's really sad. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you very much for being here. Let me know what you think of the cards. If you think you want to add anything to them, let's hope it's not as bad as the cards are saying, but it's, to me, it's not good. Not good at all. Thank you very much for all your support. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone.